Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. Episode 94. Back in the business. Feels like I've been away for forever. Good to be back. Happy to be joined by my trusty sidekick, AF. How's it going?
I'm doing good, man. I missed you, bro. It's been far
Yeah,
too long.
you say that, and then you have little nicknames. You, Ziad, Riaz have
Yo,
little nicknames going about. So I'm not sure how much you actually missed me because I've been here. There's no nickname that we have.
check
So
here.
I'm feeling sensitive around here, eh?
yeah, it's on site when I see you again.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something here on the spur of the moment, but it's not
Yeah,
happening.
okay, nothing as catchy as the Parker Bros, eh?
Ooh,
But yeah, good to be back. Happy to be back. Nikita is also joining us this evening. Nikita, how's it going?
all right, thanks, guys. Feeling good.
Yeah, we missed Nikita
Feeling
as
fresh.
well, bro. I
Yeah,
mean, you
Nikita's
can't say
been
that.
busy.
There's no
He's
one
also
to be
been away
divisive.
for too long.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm back. I'm back for the big ones. Clearly.
No, that's 100% fair.
Yeah,
Normally us,
except
yeah.
no, I said except I obviously missed the biggest one in Spurs City last week. So
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's totally true.
That
Totally true.
was, yeah, Nikita's basically given us a little sneak peek of what we're going to be touching on. But, normally fans run away when the team is doing poorly. But Liverpool's been on such a high. Nikita's been celebrating. So that's why she hasn't been able to join us. It's been going good. They are in the right slot and it's working. So, yeah, just a little preview for today. So we're going to look back at the week that was, a few upsets, with the biggest one obviously happening in Manchester. We then jump ahead to a very, very important clash. I think it seems like when it rains, it pours for Man City at this point. They travel to Merseyside. So that's going to be a massive game. And no, not against Everton, but against Liverpool. And yeah, we'll just preview a bit of that and touch on what the form currently looks like, what it looks like going into the game. And yeah, can anybody catch Liverpool at this stage? So yeah, AF, I'm going to jump straight to you. We're going to go on the review. We saw the Man City Spurs, but because you're a Man United fan, I'm going to ask you, what is the feelings for Ruben Amorim's first game against Ipswich? I think after the first minute, the vibes were probably very high.
The vibes weren't high for Ruben. Like they showed they panned the camera to him, and that dude just like his facial expression didn't change at all. And I think it just got worse for him during the game because there was this footage that I saw of him just shouting at all of his players because they're obviously not doing what he's telling them to do. And this is going to be a mammoth task for him. I don't think he realized it up until Sunday. I don't think he realized how big of a task this is going to be for him. There's this one video of him shouting at Johnny Evans to press. There's a video like during the game telling Casemiro to like press a bit higher because Casemiro's he looks a bit timid, trying to like wanting to go forward. So yeah, I think in about 4 or 5 weeks we're going to be seeing a lot of these players not be in his match day squads at all until January. He's probably just going to usher them out.
Yeah, look, it's an interesting one because he's only had 2 sessions, so you can't expect a lot. I feel for somebody like Johnny Evans, he was just supposed to come do his coaching badges. He became extremely important under Ten Hag, and now it seems like he's the left-sided centre back. So I do feel for what's a 38-year-old Johnny Evans in a very
38.
high pressing Ruben Amorim side. Yeah, Nikita, not that you want to give advice to Man United fans, but is it just to suck it up and just go through the whole process, or do you expect something immediately because of the nature of the coach?
No. I think it's, look, I can honestly say that as an outsider looking in or as a hater looking in, he's talking the talk, right? Like, I mean, he's saying the right things. He sounds good. He sounds intelligent, and definitely seems to have the right mindset. Whether that mindset again can translate to a club the size of United, is where the proof's going to be in the pudding. But at least he's talking the talk. So for me, if I was United supporters, I would at least just give him a chance, right? Just
Yeah.
give him the time he needs. Flip, you gave Ten Hag the time he didn't deserve. So I think it's worthwhile just going through the motions, seeing what this guy wants his squad to end up and look like, and then taking it from there. And by then it will probably be 2030. So I'll be a happy camper.
No, that's fair. Oh, late run into the
Oh,
box.
oh,
Looking at the
looking
back
like
post.
James
I think he
Madison
timed that,
over
man.
here.
I think he
Yeah,
timed that, man,
Madison.
so that you're done with United, so that he jumps in that time.
Timo Werner off the bench to make an
Hey,
impact.
hey.
Riaz Parker, welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, I like to have been here for United, to be honest, AF, because that's my favorite topic. But it's all good.
Yes, Windgat now that they're winning, eh? Windgat.
Yo,
Wow.
2 weeks ago, Ipswich gave them the work, and then Riaz was
At home.
MIA. Riaz, how's it been quickly, just as we welcome you in?
Yeah, good. Better than I was last week, a couple of weeks ago. So, it's all good. Everybody else doing well?
Yes.
Yeah,
No complaints here.
man.
No
Good to be
complaints.
back. Good to have the band back together. I
I'm glad
posed
Nikita
the
has no
question
complaints.
hey?
I'm glad Nikita has no complaints. It's good. Good to hear.
No.
Thank you,
Look,
sir.
if she has, then it has to be outside football, because I don't think there's much you can complain about in the football space at this moment in
Yeah.
time. We were just touching on Man United's start under Ruben Amorim. Is it the uphill road? I mean, you've just come through a manager when those first few games with Ange started and your centre back was playing next to your striker. Did you just bite your teeth and say that something will show? Is that what Man United fans have to do?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have to give him a bit of time. Also we have to think that he doesn't have his starting 11, right? He made it clear. I guess not a jibe is the wrong word, but he made it clear that Johnny Evans wasn't the player for him in that system.
Johnny's catching strays from everybody tonight.
It's easier to single him out because the manager did. So it's clear that he wasn't really the player for him in that system. And you could see during the game, like sometimes he did the right thing where he pressed up nicely against Omari Hutchison and they couldn't get out. But other times he let Omari Hutchison go and
that's how the goal came.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure if Martinez or whoever else is going to play there, Luke Shaw even, is in that system, they'll fare better. But yeah, like you say, they just need time. I think it's going to be good. It was unfortunate. I guess lack of identity, not lack of identity, but they didn't play well. They didn't play well in the first game, but you can see at least he's coming with a structure and he's going to come in just teaching them how to play, and it's going to make a difference to the team for sure, 100%.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a system, and I mean, like Nikita's saying, he's saying all of those things that give you confidence. It's if you are prepared to suffer now, you'll have that reward further down, and you just have to be patient. Whether the players are prepared to suffer, I mean, there's lots of talk about the sort of players that are at United and the culture that exists within that changing room. If he's the guy to change it, good on him. But yeah, my friend, it's going to be a long road, and hoping.
I just want to add one more thing, and one of the stats in that match was United ran 102 kilometers. That's the second lowest amount of distance covered in a Premier League match this season by any team.
Yeah, that's what Andy Robertson runs in a week.
He made them run a marathon, double marathon on Monday probably. You could see the look on his face when they told him that stat. He was just like, "Yeah, I know what I'm doing tomorrow."
What is that test that they do at the beginning of the seasons with all the guys like vomit, where they just like run and run and run? It's probably like is it a bleep? Isn't it like lactate? It's a lactate test. The lactate test. The bleep is Mr.
Also known as James Milner's stroll.
Yeah.
5K fun run.
Just before we move on quickly as well, I just want to say also that I feel very sorry for him because, like, I understand it's a Man United manager, it's the biggest club in the Premier League and all this nonsense, but shame he has been put through media
The
nonsense
media,
this week.
it's insane.
Been farcical, honestly. And I
Even
feel
with
sorry
Ed
for him.
Sheeran,
That was
Yeah.
funny
No,
though.
that
Low-key.
was like wild, eh? That was wild.
I was cringing. I'm not gonna lie. I was cringing during that entire thing.
Shame. It was hectic. But I really feel sorry for him. Shame. Like he just needs to
Yeah.
put that in the back burner now, and they need to let him go and let him do his job.
But that's
Well,
that's
unfortunately, you don't get that. You don't
that's
get
not,
that.
That's
Yeah.
not
not
gonna
gonna be.
happen. It's not gonna happen. You're a foreign manager coming into Man United's hot seat. It's not gonna be. I think
They want
English
to eat
media
him up.
are they're gonna target him, and there's always
Yeah.
gonna be a language barrier, so they can phrase a question in a way that can possibly trip him up, and then they'll quote this and quote that. It's rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So sad.
But yeah, talking about English, and I mean somebody that speaks English but with a bit of an accent, Ange Postecoglou goes to Etihad, completely rinses the Man City team. Riaz, talk to me, my friend. What is
Spurs for the Premier
emotion
League.
like? Yeah, Spurs to win. You have done what
Do it.
Arsenal couldn't, what many teams have gone and not been able to do. So talk us through it.
58
Yeah, we've
games.
also gone.
Etihad.
Yeah.
58.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wild.
We've also, I mean, you say we've gone and done something that teams haven't been able to do. We've also did that the previous week and lost to Ipswich. So, it's an up and down thing.
You weren't playing at home. You weren't playing at White Hart Lane. You were playing at
Yeah.
the Watford
the
Lane. That was a
lane.
problem.
Spurs is all about that Robin Hood vibes. Like, you know,
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
take from
but
the
it was
top,
good.
give to the bottom.
We which is us. We are the bottom. but I mean, it was great to see. And I mean, people, we talk about Roger, we talk about Kovacic, we talk about all the injuries that they have, but we were without our first two choice centre backs. I mean,
Yeah.
to play without Romero and Van der Ven and Bentancur for that matter and play like that was really good to see. So I think we played really well. We punished them when they counted. They I guess they didn't expect us to play like that, but we've shown that, not we, but like teams have shown that if you go there and you actually try and do something about it, you will be able to score goals and get points. Bournemouth showed that just before. I mean, so it was really good from Ange, I guess. And people before that were saying Ange out, and it's getting annoying. I hate Twitter. It's the worst place, honestly. It makes no sense to me. But I think we did really, really well in the game, and I'm very happy for the 3 points. Never mind the 4-0, which was ridiculous. But I mean, we got the 3 points, and that was important, especially after.
It should honestly be worth like 5 points. Honestly, I mean.
Thank you. I'll take. Thank you. I'll take that.
No, honestly,
Plus getting those extra goals again, that's
it's nuts. Riaz, honest to God, upon reflection, the only time I've ever seen, or the realm that I think that game is in, is honestly Liverpool versus Barcelona. 4-0 at home. Same WhatsApp group, right? It's the same WhatsApp group. Because, like, we all know it's impossible to go there and win. I mean, I think Liverpool's done it, once, twice in the Champions League in the last decade? It's impossible. And I mean, I think it's just an insane achievement. But you guys, everything worked though.
Yeah.
So you got to give props to Spurs. I mean, they might lose to, I don't know, who they're playing this week.
Everybody else. But
Everybody
at
else,
least 3 points.
But I mean, to have the guts, and go out there and take it to them, to your point. Incredible.
That's
Spurs
why I
have
love
Fulham
Ange.
this weekend.
Yeah. And
which is
zero
difficult.
shits from Ange. And it's like, I don't care who you are. You would do the same. I think you would play the same against, like, I don't know, who's even better than City? I don't know. No one. Sorry.
No one, really.
No one.
Yeah. But I was happy about it. And I appreciate all this glazing of my team. I appreciate it.
It's not going to happen often, bro.
I'll take it. That's
So this is what it feels like.
Yeah, this is new to me. That's why I'm just like, oh, thanks, guys. This is so sweet.
Yeah, but it's weird because as soon as I saw that the 2 first-choice centre-backs were out, somebody online spoke about any striker that plays against who's the Romanian guy, Draguzan, right?
Yeah.
They were literally saying, okay, captain him, any striker that plays against Draguzan, because there's always chance. And I think somebody did it not this past game, the week before that, they actually captained Liam Delap. and Liam Delap got a goal and assist. And it's like, nah. And then you think Erling Haaland, but there's just a whole lot of dysfunction. And I'm going to jump to Nikita here quickly before we go to AF about Man City. But like, it can't just be Rodri's injury. It has to be something deeper. Is it because they sacrificed something for Rodri to win Ballon d'Or that it's now coming to reap the rewards, or what is it?
Look, and now honestly, because I'm honestly not a conspiracy theorist, right? But like 2, 3 losses in a row, I was like, are they trying to take the heat off them because of the court case and all of that type of stuff? But there's no way that this is like a planned 5 in a row,
No chance.
six in a row, basically after last night's shambles. I think this is this is actually my biggest fear. What's happening at City is probably because FSG is probably seeing all these players over 30 and thinking absolutely no contract for Ferg and Mo. And I think that's just what it's caught up with him. The pace has just caught up with him. I mean, the basic mistakes that they are making, guys, is like, it's unbelievable. Last night, Edison was playing in midfield. I think if Casemiro was on the pitch, he would have been higher up than Casemiro was. You know what I mean? Like, it was wild, like how everything is spiraling out of control for that team right now. But they'll probably have psychotherapy before Sunday and bring it all together. But yeah, I haven't seen a kind of like a bottle, like this is like really bottling it, like in my opinion. I mean, 5 in a row, crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's weird because even I think Feyenoord's last goal, the defense was in an Ange-like structure. They were all on the halfway line, and they just played one pass through or just over the top, I think, and there was nobody there. And I'm sitting and I'm thinking, what is Pep up to? Like, I don't understand it. And yeah, you see the effect it has on all of the frontline players because there's absolutely no service. Haaland looks a shell of himself. Foden's not really stepping up, and I mean De Bruyne is also he's over that little period. So AF, before we get into the preview of that massive game, coming up the weekend, all those things, what are you thinking is going to happen in this next few weeks? I mean, is it the controversy that's surrounding, or is it just like Nikita says, everybody's just tired, they're just dead on their legs?
I think it's karma. This all happened after Haaland told Arteta, stay humble.
Oh, please.
Bro,
I would be believing that you said to Ange, stay humble.
After that. Now, but like, I think there's a couple of things that's contributing to this. Like, obviously, Rodri, that's everybody's going to say it's because of Rodri. But people are forgetting that last season, whenever Haaland was off the boil or he wasn't hitting his stride as he normally would, Julian Alvarez comes in to alleviate some of that pressure.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
gone now. They don't have a second striker that can, like, they got Savinho in, but he's more of a Mahrez type player. They even look the same from the back. We have the same number.
Still hasn't scored either, so that's also another City winger.
But yeah, I think the whole thing, people forgot how important Alvarez was to this Manchester City team, and they could go deep in multiple competitions last season, especially since last season was the one that he actually hit his stride and he was actually scoring goals and all of those things, and he was actually like that chemistry with all the other players. It was just building more and more. And then he left, and now there's that void if Haaland's off the boil. So that's just my little theory over there. But I don't know, like, it depends this weekend how bad that game against Liverpool can go. If it does go bad, I think that there's going to be more than just one sketch on Guardiola's face. Sunday night.
Man is bleeding.
I think, I must actually check on him. I see he had released a statement after he had made a little quote, and he had to retract and say, he doesn't.
The PR team came out.
Very quickly.
Very
quickly. But okay, let's then jump into that game. It's obviously on everybody's
Can we just take 2 minutes real quick before we go on to the preview, just to speak about Newcastle real quickly, man.
Yo,
Because
Guys.
what on earth? Like a couple of weeks ago, we were speaking about how West Ham is going to lose their manager in
Yeah.
December, and
yo,
Yo.
they look so assured in that performance.
What happened? I
I
didn't. I
think
didn't catch the game.
that was the most assured performance this season. They look
Yeah,
so good.
I also didn't catch it, so I couldn't comment, but I saw the score because I mean, in FPL terms, everyone was talking about Isak getting a massive haul, and then I woke up and I'm like, this guy got like 2 points. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like nothing. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nah, guys, you must
Yo.
hang your head in shame.
Guys, then you must no way.
He scored against Newcastle for United. I think it was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
that same ground. So maybe he likes scoring against Newcastle. You never know.
Yeah,
Super
potentially.
random. Can you please
Yeah.
score against Manchester City? That's enough, everyone. Thank you.
I saw something also. I mean, look, let's chalk it down to West Ham being affected by the Erik ten Hag syndrome, right? Because it was that game
Yeah.
that actually kick-started them. So shout out Erik. There was one parting gift there.
But then they lost the next game 3-0. So it was like from up here
Erik
and
ten
then
Hag
they came
effect.
crashing down.
Yeah. Erik ten Hag effect, isn't it? You win one and then you lose one.
Like a
very
reverse
dramatically
bounce.
after. But I saw something about the Newcastle owners potentially not wanting to go forward with Eddie Howe, and then I want to take a different route. And I'm like, I don't know. It's something that I read and I thought it was going to happen, but now it seems like, okay, who is going to be the guy that's going to take them further than Eddie
That's
Howe's
the
taking them?
problem.
Like, who's on the market that can possibly take them further than what he's done? And are they going to inject cash? Are the players still coming down from that one massive season where everybody didn't know what Newcastle was about, and they were just walloping teams left, right, and center? So,
That was
yeah,
2 seasons ago, though, eh?
Yeah, also true. They had a very shoddy Champions League run last season. Okay, they were also in a very difficult group.
And they got robbed also, shame.
Yeah, I mean, fair. But yeah, definitely one to keep our eye out. We said that Lopetegui was going to go. Maybe let's put odds and see how long Eddie Howe lasts. Let's just keep that on the side.
But I mean, West Ham have been shocking this season. Seriously, I don't know how they are. That's why I want to watch. I actually want to watch yesterday's game because they've been very bad. Like I don't understand it, to be honest with you, because they have a good team. They have a really good.
That's why it was so
really
confusing to me when I watched that game, and I was like, this doesn't look like the same team that I've been watching.
This looks like West Ham under Moyes.
What's happening?
Maybe he's in the back.
Okay. There's Moyes. Okay, Moyes to Newcastle won't work. Maybe Graham Potter potentially. I don't know.
Yeah, what is that guy doing? Just like getting fresh haircuts and.
Yeah, I mean, isn't he
getting
paid? Isn't Chelsea still paying part of his contract or some sort like that?
Yeah, I don't know how that actually works. Yeah, literally.
It's like signed like a lifetime 360.
Yeah,
£100 a day for the rest of your life.
Look, so there's Southgate as well. Southgate can go manage them.
Oh, please.
I know that Rudy's linked with Leicester. I think there's a verbal agreement there, so he might be Leicester's manager.
Watch Jamie Vardy karate chop Rude in the face, Erik Cantona style.
Yeah. Or we see Jamie Vardy of a few seasons back, and he just turns into the prime in the box. He's just like, because that meant longevity.
I think it's Jamie Vardy player manager, man. That's the way they should go.
That would be insane.
That would be
absolutely mental.
Everybody would be like chugging Red Bulls as they walk on the pitch.
Literally, 8 a.m. team talk, Red Bull shot. Next one, pre-match, Red Bull warm up, Red Bull
warm down, Red Bull, sugar free.
The hearts are going to be jumping. You're going to see it bouncing in the chest there, out of the chest even. But yeah, that's definitely one to just keep an eye out for. Let's see. We'll maybe run a poll to see who's the next manager that could be leaving. I don't think anybody had Erik ten Hag to leave that soon, at least.
No. It was you, wasn't it?
He was number one.
You had him to go.
No, didn't answer Lopetegui first. I said Lopetegui to go, and then he actually survived.
We agreed that ten Hag was going to leave. We just thought it might be later in the year.
In December, might be a Christmas gift to United supporters. Yeah.
But yeah, no, let's jump to the most informed team at the moment, and we're not talking about Sporting Lisbon because that was the last night. We're talking about Liverpool. Nikita, it's been a near flawless run. I think since the loss against Nottingham Forest, it's only been the draw against Arsenal. Everything else has been dubs. Are you starting to grow a bit in confidence, in slot, in the style, in the team a bit more now?
Look, I think the style is still going to take a long time to get used to because it is so polarizing compared to Klopp. But I think what I'm definitely becoming more okay with is the fact that the team and Slot is showing a little bit more grit. Before it was quite comfortable wins, and but now with these comebacks, Arsenal being the first one, and that's massive to do at the Emirates. And then again, I mean, I know it's Southampton, but you guys know what it's like when you come back from the international break. Everyone's legs look a bit wonky, and yeah, for us it was for me at least it was a big comeback, and it showed that the team still has the mentality that Klopp instilled in them, I think, and Slot obviously knows how to get um, something else out of them at halftime. And what I also appreciate about Slot that is very different to Klopp is his ability to change tactics in a game. I felt like Klopp was really like one, a one-trick pony in that we played heavy metal for 97 minutes and we would either wear you down or we wouldn't. Mostly we would, right? But he seems to be able to change things up, and really get the best out of what he's got available. Because I think we've also struggled quite a bit with injuries, to be fair, and we've still been doing the business. So yeah, maybe I need to find more space on my leg for a slot tattoo in a couple of years next to my Klopp one. But yeah, jury's still out, and we're just taking it easy, 1 win at a time, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, even for tonight we're playing Real Madrid at home. I'm hoping he plays the kids. I don't think we need to go out on a limb. I think it's far more important to get a result against City on the weekend because I
I'm
think
with you.
if we do
And you guys
11
are
points,
you're in such a good spot on the Champions League log as well.
yeah. I mean, I would take a loss tonight because it just is kind of inconsequential. I think that the tables also there's been some crazy results. PSG looks like they're not even going to qualify. It's going to be it's going to be wild. So I would rather take my chances there and really put it all into Sunday because I really think if you get 11 points now going into a tough period, it really just gives you a little bit of breathing room for City's inevitable 15-game run come February. Yeah.
No, for sure. I just want to touch on that. You're saying that there's lots of in-game changes, which is good. I think for Klopp's time, there was never a need to do that because it was always, like you say, that heavy metal that you'd never get into a situation where you needed to change. And then when confronted with it in the 1 out of 15 games, I think that's where he was found wanting. So yeah, the sort of grit and the sort of resilience, it can never be overlooked because everybody wants easy games, but it's can you win those games that could go 50-50? The Southampton away, the Brighton away when they pressing all the time, those sort of things. So yeah, I just want to jump to the other Liverpool fan here he has. Look, have you been impressed with how they've been able to navigate in a new season with, I wouldn't say similar tactics, but a similar sort of emphasis, making sure that Mo is free and Mo has the license to do what he needs to do?
Yeah, I wouldn't say, I think like Nikita said, the mentality is still there, which is the important part. So the people, the guys are determined to kind of get the result, even though the tactics are kind of more reserved in a way, where they less gung ho and all of that. But the results still come because the mentality is still there, which is a good balance of kind of the new manager. And yeah, I think it's hard to say because with Salah, it's hard. It's not always free. So they have to play a lot with. I think Szoboszlai has done really well, even though he hasn't started a lot. Like he's interchangeable kind of a thing. I think Curtis Jones coming into the midfield has been very good. I think he's done really, really well. And I obviously think Conor Bradley coming in at right back has done probably the best. But yeah, even with Ellison out, I think it's also been they've done really, really well. They haven't lost the game. So I think
Keller should be a
mentality-
first choice keeper some way.
There's no way, and I would even go so far as to say a top 6 first choicer. I can think of
Spurs don't
even
have a
better.
keeper.
Yeah, we
We
need
got
one.
him played with a stick in the ankle, so maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Not in
out for the
Jan.
season.
Calm down. Calm down.
What?
Not
Give
in
it to us
Jan.
for free. We need it. Come on now. We have to
Yeah.
play with
Maybe
Fraser
alone,
Forster.
yeah.
Yeah, anything.
No.
Just give it anything to play without Fraser Forster. But yeah, he's
I forgot about that.
it's going to be terrible. But yeah, I think Liverpool have done really, really well. I think that this game on Saturday is going to be super crucial, and I honestly think that they can do it. I honestly do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna jump to you now. Jumping into that Sunday game. People often talk about how in these sort of games, 4 means nothing. But do you think after City's 5 losses and 1 draw, 3 losses on the back in the Prem, with this 8-point gap, do you think form is definitely a factor? Or is it just going to be face value? We're going to have 11v11, Pep versus Slot. Best
Yeah,
ball
look,
man wins.
on on days like this, I think form goes out the window. I think it's 2 huge teams just coming together, trying to play the best football that they can. Pep knows what he can expect from this Liverpool team. He's gone up against these players so often, and he's gone up against the guy that's basically inevitable, and that's Mo Salah. So, I mean, he's been coming clutch week in, week out this entire season, rescuing Liverpool when they need him most. And Guardiola knows that. He knows the type of play he is. He knows what Liverpool have in their quiver to just shoot out whenever they have to. Thank you.
Guys,
Dominic Solanke celebrations.
Wow.
Whoever has his
Yeah.
favorite players, Solanke and Salah.
But yeah, it's just I think form definitely just goes out the window here. I think there might be a little bit intimidation on City's part from players that have the egos bruised like Haaland. I think his ego is definitely bruised at the moment because it's something that he hasn't experienced before in a City shirt. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how all of these things go down, how all of these battles are matched up and stuff like that.
No, that's fair. Nikita, last season both games ended 1-1, right? Home and away.
Yeah.
The season before, the home team has won. I think City won 4-1. You guys beat them 1-0 when you're at Anfield. Would you be surprised if Pep comes, considering everything, and he comes to set up defensively? Do you think that he has that in his locker, or is he going to go for it and then be at the mercy of Liverpool counter-attacking and just running them into the ground?
I think he has it in his locker. I just don't think his ego will allow him to do that. I mean, I think Abe's point is valid, like I think when it comes to it on the day, it's man for man. And I think when, no disrespect to Spurs, but I think when they, and I don't mean this as a slight against Spurs at all, but I think when they see us at the opposite end of the tunnel, there's probably a vibe. It's the same way, arguably we going into the Arsenal game on form, everyone probably said we should have beaten you guys at home, but you guys just showed up on the day, played fantastic football, and that's it. I think you're going to get something similar, man for man. Everyone's just going to step up.
Yeah.
I think last night as well, Pep made some interesting substitutions. He seemingly also substituted Edison's brain. But I think it's just going to be a different ball game on Sunday.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not cagey. What I find quite frustrating, and it's not just this season where I think the football has just been poorer, but the top 6 are just like so afraid of losing against each other. There's just almost like it's just too cagey. I just want like a Chelsea City 4-4 type of thing. Even if it's that, I would rather take that than a boarding 0-0 or 1-0. I just want vibes. I just want like best team versus best team on the day.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
I see the glazing has stopped because now we're not a top 6 team anymore. But it's okay. I accept that. That's fair.
It can only last for so long, my friend. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's been very cagey, and I think it's because there's this narrative that you can't lose against any of your nearest rivals, and I think it's been proven that you can lose and you just beat everybody else, and then you can work it out.
You're fine. Yeah, I completely agree.
So
And I think because your
yeah.
nearest rivals are like a top 8 now, like
Yeah,
what are we saying? Are we
Yeah.
just going to see more draws in the Premier League going forward? Is that the football we want to see? I mean, it's already bad enough with VAR. We don't want to see boring draws and boring
Yeah.
cagey games. Then I would rather go watch Serie A or something.
and that says a lot there because Serie A they're banging the goals there. Atalanta is dominating. Scott
Atalanta.
McTominay
Yeah.
at Napoli. He's
Yeah, he's
scoring
a beast.
more than he scored at Man United. That says a lot
Which
because
is saying something, eh? Wasn't he your top scorer last season?
he was top
Yeah.
scorer last year. Yeah, a good, what is it, AF? 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Double figures?
Yeah. Double digits in
Including
all.
Europa? In all, yeah.
In all, yeah, for
And
sure.
then
for sure.
and then don't forget there's Christian Pulisic also scoring goals for Milan for fun.
Madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
So maybe
Yeah,
With that,
we're
with
all
that
gonna
horrible
transition
mullet
to
that he has.
yeah. Captain America can
Great.
only go so far, man. Yeah. Okay. So then, with all of that being said, and we've laid this groundwork, Riaz, what is your prediction for Sunday's game? And before we actually get to that, where's the key battle going to be won for that game?
Yeah, I think there's two important battles that I think is going to be interesting to see. That is the right back situation at City, who plays there, and if Diaz/Gakpo can kind of exploit that, and then including or in the same breath whoever plays in the midfield, because now the Kovacic and Rodri is out. It proved having Gundogan there with Rico Lewis was not good against us, so it's not going to work against Liverpool because their midfield is arguably stronger than it was last season. So those two, I think it's going to be, those two places are going to be key. I mean, if Walker can get skinned by Werner, anything can happen in this world. I think those two places on the field is going to be super important for Liverpool and City. But I honestly think that, I know you guys were saying that on the day anything can happen, and if it was last season, if this was a Klopp team, I would have came out and told you Liverpool are going to win 3-0. Because I believe that the mentality would have been that these guys are there for the taking. We're going to go out, we're going to destroy them. And this season, I mean, I think under Slot it's going to be a bit more tactical, a bit more reserved, but I still think that Liverpool are going to take it, and I think it's going to be maybe 2-1 Liverpool, maybe 2-0 Liverpool, depending on how they can deal with Haaland.
Okay. No, it's a good one. It's a good one. AF, thoughts on that? And yeah, just a little prediction at the end there for us.
Yeah, no, I very much agree with what Riaz is saying about Kyle Walker. But on the flip side, I also think at right back for Liverpool with Conor Bradley, I don't know if Doku's back yet from his injury or not.
I think he could still be injured, yeah.
Yeah, or if Grealish will start on the left wing. But yeah, I think that's I like Bradley. I think he's a really good talent. He's a good player, and I think he's going to make it big. But I think that's a player that Pep Guardiola would probably be targeting in that Liverpool lineup. But yeah, my prediction, I think I'm going to Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. Okay, second one. Nikita, are you echoing that, or are you going to go 3-0, 4-0?
No. I think it's hard not to back my team. I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool, and I'm hoping Trent gets minutes tonight because then I think he'll start on Sunday. And nothing
I think
against Bradley.
that he's not playing tonight for sure.
Is it?
I think I did that on my feed today.
Okay. I was hoping he would be on the
be wrong.
bench and get some minutes. No.
Yeah.
You're probably right because I think his injury was a little bit worse than what was anticipated. But yeah, I think even with Bradley, and I agree with you, that is where I would definitely attack, even if you play Foden on that side or something, just to press up quite high. And to be honest with you, both fullbacks for me are concerned going into Sunday. I mean, Robbo is, like I said, he's run more kilometers than Man United did last week. The man is tired. The man is he needs replacing, and Tsimikas is injured. So I think relying on him at left back. We saw it on the weekend as well. Can put us in some hot water. But again, I would even go so far as to, play Joe Gomez at left back. I think he just offers you something more solid. And I'm pretty sure Erling Haaland is still in his pocket from last season. So, yeah. But 2-1, I'm feeling confident. There's so many times you go into these fixtures. You guys all know it. You go into these fixtures and you're like, on form, we should do this to the top 6 team. And then it's damp squib.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it's not this week. I really hope we go. I think it's going to give us so much confidence going into December, which looks like the dog's breakfast, guys. When are we going to talk about how much football these guys are playing?
And it's like, it's crazy.
But everyone, how can the guys play so much football? It's insane. It is just nuts. I feel so bad for these guys. I tune in every week, so I'm part of the problem. But it's a lot of football to be playing.
Yeah.
No,
you don't tune into the internationals, though. Or I would hope you don't.
Forbid.
That's
I only watch
where
Bafana.
Starts. Yeah. Only Bafana. Shout out Bafana one time. Okay, so we've got a 2-1 or possible 2-0 from Riaz. AF, you said 2-0, right? You said 2-0 Liverpool. Nikita, you said 2-1 Liverpool, eh?
2-1 Liverpool, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to go on the fence here. I think it's going to be a draw. I think Pep is going to come and he's going to pull his best Jose Mourinho. He's going to try and smash and grab. I don't think he'll get away with it. So I'm thinking actually a 1-1. And it's going to say a lot, especially just because I don't like the amount of firepower and the many different avenues Liverpool have to score.
Yeah.
And I fully agree with how they've become more resilient. It's not something that I enjoy. And I think City's just going to turn in a blinding defensive performance and they'll only concede one. So that's my thing. 1-1.
What happened? What happened to Riaz being the fence setter?
Yo, I was gonna say that. But
no, so 100%. But Riaz took my predictions. I said, you know what? Let's just swap roles. I'll be the fence setter this week because his team absolutely smashed City last week. So it's fine. I will take that claim. You can even edit my name there. You can put fence next to me. That's fine. But thanks for joining us. It's been an amazing 94th episode. We are closing in on 100. It's getting close there. Riaz, earlier you spoke that you hate Twitter, but where can the people find you on Twitter?
At Parker_Riaz. You can find me if you really want to, but don't come at me with Ange out, please. I will block you immediately. Do not do it.
Okay. Anybody that tweets that, I will immediately follow. And I'll like all your tweets. So let's just stoke the fire a bit. AF, where can the people find you?
At AF Parker6421 on everything. I'm not really tweeting anymore. So if you really want to have a conversation with me. Sorry?
I was looking for those tweets this weekend and I didn't see anything from you.
If you want to see them, then hop on over to Threads or Blue Sky because that's where I'm having my conversations now. And Blue Sky is cool, guys. All of the footy journalists are over there. So actually getting my feed on that platform instead of on Twitter.
Yeah, super dope. Nikita, are they going to find you at Mitchell's or they're going to find you online?
They're going to find me at Mitchell's, screaming and shouting. But you can also find me on Blue Sky with my handle there at Kita ___. That's 3 underscores. Okay, please come and check me out. Please come and converse. It's a vibe on that side. So please come and check me out.
It is a vibe.
Yeah, that's super dope. I'm at Jason_Arne. I'm not on Blue Sky just yet. I've been a bit busy, so I haven't been on the show. But follow us at Sportycast on all of the major platforms. We're on Blue Sky now as well. We'll be slowly transitioning, I think, AF, if that's what the owners are wanting from us. We're also on YouTube. We are getting closer to the 250 subscriber mark, which is really exciting for us. we have something in the pipeline for that. And like Nikita mentioned, there's a lot of football coming up. We'll have a drop this week. We'll have a drop next week. And then we've got a live show coming up next week, Wednesday. So set those notifications. And yeah, just thanks for all the love. Thanks for all the support, the sharing, and yeah, all of the comments. We will catch you around, and may the best team win on Sunday. Peace.